Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news that the FBI again has released images of a person of interest in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Now here's again some of the pictures that FBI Director Kash Patel posted on X. Now the Pima County Sheriff's Department also shared photos. Patel wrote saying, quote, "The video was recovered from the residual data located in back-end systems. An armed individual appearing to have tampered with the camera at Nancy Guthrie's front door the morning of her disappearance," end quote. Now the video shows the suspect walking slowly towards Guthrie's front porch. The person's head is hung low as if they are trying to hide their face. Now, investigators had been hopeful that the cameras at the home would turn up some evidence about how she went missing, but the doorbell camera was disconnected early Sunday morning. Now, and while software data recorded movement at the home just minutes later, Nancy Guthrie didn't have an active subscription, so none of the footage could be recovered, according to Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos. Now, Savannah Guthrie also posted one of the surveillance images on her Instagram account Tuesday saying, quote, "We believe she is alive. Bring her home," end quote. Now the announcement comes after Guthrie posted a new video to social media Monday afternoon as the search for her mother continued into its second week. In the video, the Today Show host asked for the public's help in finding her mom, saying the family is at, quote, "an hour of desperation," end quote. Now, authorities believe Nancy Guthrie was taken against her will from her home just outside Tucson. She was last seen there on January 31st and reported missing the next day after not attending church services. Now, DNA tests showed blood on Guthrie's front porch was a match to her, and her doorbell camera was disconnected in the early hours of Sunday morning, again, according to Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos. Now, detectives and agents carried out follow-up work in multiple locations over the weekend as part of the investigation. And the department, the Pima County Sheriff's Department said, quote, "Investigators have not identified any suspects, persons of interest, or vehicles connected to the case," end quote. Now, anyone with information is asked to contact 1-800-CALL-FBI, or you can visit their tip line by following a link on our website, WITN.com. And now we want to turn to an ongoing social media addiction case that has many in big tech worried about the outcome. NBC's Laura Jarrett has more.
This morning, social media on trial, with a number of tech titans facing multiple legal challenges. Instagram owner Meta now on trial in New Mexico, accused of failing to keep kids safe from harmful content and online predators.
The culture at Meta is not safety first, it's brand first.
While in Los Angeles, a landmark lawsuit against Meta and Google, accusing the social media platforms of knowingly designing addictive products that could harm children. The now 20-year-old plaintiff alleging the apps targeted her as a minor with harmful and depressive content, leading to self-harm. In opening statements, her lawyers arguing the platforms, quote, "engineered addiction in children's brains."
This was not an accident. This was not a coincidence. This was a direct result of the design decisions that these companies made to maximize engagement over safety.
A Meta spokesperson telling NBC News the company is confident the evidence will show our long-standing commitment to supporting young people, while Google saying providing young people with a safer, healthier experience has always been core to our work. Major tech CEOs, including Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg, expected to take the stand this month, as well as Instagram head Adam Mosseri, who sat down with Craig last fall.
You make your money when folks are scrolling, sometimes doom scrolling.
We do make money when people spend more time on Instagram overall, but overall, if it's bad for people to use the app, that has to be bad for our business over the long run.
Watching their testimony closely, Lori Schott, who sued after her daughter Anna Lee died by suicide in 2020. Schott says her daughter was a teen who loved the rodeo, but became, quote, animalistic when her parents tried to limit her social media.
I want truth, I want accountability, I want change.
And again, that was Laura Jarrett reporting. We now want to turn to your weather forecast. Everything is hot and toasty outside compared to where we were a week ago, even compared to where we were yesterday. Air temperatures have risen significantly. Right now, we're approaching 70 degrees in Kenansville, Jacksonville, New Bern, and Oriental. If this was just, one spot on the map showing up with quite a bit of heat, we'd say, okay, maybe we've got something wrong with the sensor. No, this is heat across the entire board. It is just hot outside unless you're watching from the immediate coast where the ocean is keeping you cooler. 52 degrees in Elizabeth City, 53 in Manio, 54 in Hatteras, 57 in Beaufort. The rest of eastern North Carolina, save for Plymouth, which right now is at 59 degrees, is at 60 degrees or warmer. In fact, again, Jacksonville currently coming in at 69 degrees. Compared to where we were yesterday, temperatures have risen by about 15 to 30 degrees. New Bern showing 29-degree temperature rise from where we were yesterday. And coming up for tomorrow, we are going to be hanging on to a lot of the same heat. Now, the big difference from today into tomorrow going to be sky conditions. Today, we're looking at clear skies. Later on tonight, those clouds are going to start to build over eastern North Carolina, giving us a pretty good shot of some rain showers showing up through the mid to late portion of the morning tomorrow. And then, well, we will likely end up seeing those raindrops depart as we head towards about 4 or 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. Some areas will break out of those raindrops a little bit sooner. In fact, areas closer to I-95, as you can see here, by the time we get to around noon, things are going to start to turn dry. Now, the cloud cover is going to depart as well. Everyone is looking at sunny skies by the time we wrap up your Wednesday, and then that will transition into a mostly sunny Thursday coming up the following day, but air temperatures will be taking a hit. Mid to low 60s coming up for tomorrow. Anticipate more of the low to mid 50s as we head into your Thursday. So let's zoom the picture out a little bit more and you can see exactly what is on the way. We essentially have two systems that are going to be converging over the east coast of the United States. As that area of low pressure you're seeing up near the Great Lakes, combined with the frontal boundary attached to that area of low pressure back towards Texas, Arkansas, and well, there over in northern Mississippi. Those two fronts, the cold front off of one, the warm front off of another, will come together and it will create rain chances for pretty much the entire east coast of the United States. We will see those drops roll through the morning to early afternoon hours tomorrow. After that, an area of high pressure will help shove a lot of that rain and the cloud cover out into the Atlantic, but that high is going to be a fairly weak one, not lasting all that long. In fact, we will see cloud cover make a pretty decent comeback coming in on Friday. Air temperatures will take a little bit of a hit Thursday and Friday, but back up into the low 60s for Saturday, upper 50s for Sunday. And Sunday, less defined by the temperature trend, more defined by the rain showers. The Sunday is going to be wet, almost from start to finish, certainly to finish. In fact, a lot of the showers we see on Sunday could carry over as we head into President's Day the following Monday. That's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.